allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Thanks everybody for coming. Did everybody have a chance to read over the minutes and review those?
Yes.
All right, we just have the one change. Julie did not make a vote when it came to Melissa, so that is going to be changed before we finalize them, but other than that, I need a motion to approve the minutes for the two of them.
October 14th and the 21st.
October 14th and the 21st, as well as the bills.
Because we already approved the September 9th one?
That's coming up just a little later in the morning.
Okay.
Do you have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from the 14th and 21st of October
And the bills?
and the bills.
All right, Scott has the first motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All right, Julie seconds. Public comment? Board comment? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, motion carried. PTSO report?
We recapped the Halloween carnival. I feel like it went well. We still had a lot of prizes left over that we talked about, some plans on how we wanted to use those. And we talked about getting food together for parent-teacher conferences. And we threw around some discussion about read at night, but not a lot of action taken, mostly just ideas and discussion, I think.
Thank you. All right, staff representative report?
That's me. So I have a little list here. Joni wanted to let everybody know that she wrapped up the book fair and that masked testing is currently underway. I don't know with the AD report if this was going to be discussed, but Peyton reached out and said he wanted to make sure that the football players were recognized because they were awarded from the MHSA the Team of the Month award for October, which is a pretty cool deal. And then he sent me information about that award and said each month from September through May, the Montana High School Association, in partnership with Les Schwab Tires, honors a varsity team from each classification, and they're based on their performance, their academic dedication, and their community service. And the winning teams get a commemorative plaque, a $100 Visa gift card for their school, recognition at the Les Schwab Tire store, and announcement on the MHSA website. So that's pretty cool. So congratulations to the football boys. Like Sarah said, the Halloween Walk and the Carnival happened, and those were pretty successful. We didn't have any glitches with the walk or the carnival, so that's awesome. We just had parent-teacher conferences last week, and I hosted FAFSA night, so I was in my room all night, so I don't know how everybody else did, but my room had a lot of questions about financial aid, and I think we answered all of those, so that went well. Let's see, BPA is underway for my group of kids. We just did the highway cleanup with Ponderosa Snow Warriors here not too long ago. And the most Ponderosa Snow Warriors that have ever showed up for that. So we did an excellent job with cleaning the highway from the 4x4 road all the way into town, just past the Forest Service. And that was quite a bit of fun with all of them. We've got a ton of holiday community service events coming up, like Santa's Pick, Santa's Workshop. We've got holiday wrapping coming up in the next few weeks. The BPA kids are currently selling cash calendars, so if you need a cash calendar, they are going around selling those. I was going to have school newsletters for all of you tonight, but we are just wrapping up the last bit of the editing, so I didn't print any of the school newsletters, but that's, we had an October school newsletter so far, which is on our website. If you haven't seen that, you can click on that link and go read that. But we'll have monthly newsletters now, and it's put together by the whole school. So the elementary has their own section, middle school has their own section, and high school has their own section. And we were visiting today on the kids that are helping me with that, the media kids, thought that it might be a good idea to include a page for, not a page, but a section for PTSO, BPA, all the clubs, Lego League, so that everybody has a chance to talk about what they're doing outside of the school as well. So that might be in addition to the next newsletter. But this current school newsletter will go out tomorrow. So I'll make sure and just email that to all of you. Since I didn't get it printed tonight, I'll send it out to the board in an email format.
Oh, game is it?
How's the
Fantasy team is on the line.
And then, let's see, I think that's pretty much about it. We took the seniors in late October to the Trades and Tech Day in Butte, and that was a really good experience for all of them. They got to do welding, they got to work with Northwestern Energy and actually climb some of the poles with those people. They got to do all kinds of different trades and tech throughout the whole day. We spent the day in Butte doing that, and it enlightened some of the seniors and might have even changed a couple of career paths. We'll see how that went, but that's about all I have for my list.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, student representative report?
Yeah, we just concluded a really successful fall sports season of volleyball and football. It was really amazing to see the community and student support, especially with donating the food for all the bags, decorating. It was just fantastic. And now we have junior high basketball and Lego League underway. Everyone's pretty excited about that, with high school basketball soon to come. In terms of student council, we are starting to get a school store lined up and are ordering supplies. So hopefully that will get started soon. And yeah, we're working, had a few changes, but we're working it out, and everything's going pretty well.
Thank you. Was there a public one? Sarah?
All right. I typed up my thoughts again because I'm an awful public speaker. So I'm just going to read them. I would just like to reiterate my previous statement from July. I would just like to remind everyone that whether you're a board member, school employee, parent, or community member, the reason for being here should be the kids in the school. Every decision, every action taken, word spoken, should be ensuring every child in the school gets the best education we can provide and learns the skills needed to be a productive member of society. Personal vendettas and dislikes have no business here. We have very limited resources, not just money, but time as well, to waste on things that do not benefit the school or its student body. If you have knowledge or experience, be part of the solution. Offer yourself and expertise to guide and encourage. Don't be a hindrance or part of the problem. I feel as if Brenna has conducted herself with exceptional professionalism. This year has been exceedingly difficult with all of the issues and staff searches that have arisen, and for someone to publicly call her intentions into question is crazy to me. The countless hours spent on phone calls, meetings, interviews, and other various things to try and find us the best superintendent principal possible is commendable. There is no doubt in my mind that her dedication is to the students of this school.
All right, communication, any action items? Information?
Just calendar of events.
Any questions on the calendar? AD update?
Okay, and I'm filling in for Shane tonight. Junior high boys basketball practice has started, and their first game is Thursday, and it is a home game. High school basketball schedules and junior high schedules are in your packets. For high school, practice starts on Thursday, November 21st. And he also wanted to say that cross-country, volleyball, and basketball all had successful seasons, and looking forward to the winter sports.
Is parent meeting the same night?
No.
No.
It's the 20th.
The 20th? Thank you.
Is something going home on that?
I just
Yes.
found that out like right after my practice. So
Okay.
I'm sure it will be.
I think they were getting mailed out today.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Wednesday the 20th.
Yes,
Correct, yeah.
Wednesday the 20th.
Wednesday at 4:15 here in the library.
Thank you.
Yep.
Anything else for AD update?
That was it.
Clerk update?
Okay, well, had a couple auditors in the school today, and I'm pretty sure they'll be here all week. Just working on some things. I've been talking to them about the miscellaneous fund and my clearing account, and hopefully I will get that figured out this week with their help. Or I may, once Darcy's started, I may have to spend some time figuring that out. It's hard to figure everything out and continue keeping the school running, and staying caught up on everything. The treasurer, I think I told you last month, the treasurer changed all of schools' bank accounts in Lewis and Clark County. So I have been for about 3 weeks trying to get my direct deposits ready for payroll to make sure that staff get paid. And it was a process, and I finally got that, I think it was last Thursday. Finally got it to go through. I might have had to contact a vice president, somebody with vice president in their title. But I got it working. It was the end of last week. We got a letter from the IRS, so that was in one of the bills. It was a late payment on June payroll, which was the big teacher payroll. So it was, you have to pay them within 3 days, and it was on the 4th day. So that was just under $1,000 penalty. Somehow she had overpaid something else, so it worked into, I think, a $510 bill that I'm paying this month. Good news, we did get extra money that we weren't expecting from the literacy grant. So that was $11,915 that we'll be able to use for, well, I did the amendment, and it'll be mostly for aid salaries, so that helps with some more of our deficit. I'm definitely getting ready for Darcy, and I'm looking forward to when she starts. Probably at the next board meeting, I will have we've got quite a few outstanding checks, some from 2022, so I'm gonna be looking to clean that up, and when I cancel checks, I will need board approval to do that. And today I got set up with Social Security for the business online W-2s. I had gone through one round and found out that I didn't get set up for the reporting online. I got set up for my personal report. So then I had to have the activation code sent to Pleasant Hill, Oregon, because that's where my address is right now. So I finally got that done too. So then I also, the reason two reasons, we need the student attendance agreements approved, and I guess we were, the discussion, how I found out, we were the discussion at Powell County board meeting because we hadn't sent them student attendance agreements for the last couple of years, so. Like I said, out of district students, the district of residence no longer has a choice. They have to accept wherever the student wants to go, and then they also pay tuition for it. So if the board could approve basically it's 2 student attendance agreements because it's 2 families. But if you could approve Joseph Curtis for student attendance agreement, that would be great.
All right, do I have a motion to approve Joseph Curtis?
Make a motion to approve Joseph Curtis.
I have a motion from Julie, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Do I have seconds? Public comment?
Do they have to pay to come to the school, is that?
The other district has to pay. So in this county, it's Powell County and it's Helmville Elementary. There's tuition that's calculated by OPI, and there is no choice anymore. But it won't, just say no, the tuition won't show up till next year. We'll bill them next year, so it doesn't help our budget this year, but it will help next year.
Board comment? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, motion carried.
And then if we could approve the Gerald family.
And do I have a motion to approve the student attendance agreement for Olivia Lucas Gerald?
Make a motion to approve the agreement for Lily, Olivia, and Fitzgerald.
You got a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Scott second, Julie was first. Public comment?
So if we have not filed this for the last couple of years, is there like a reimbursement for the previous years that they've been here, or how does that work?
No, and Powell County, we did used to charge tuition. Helmville, we never did charge tuition because they're such a small school, but we can't go back, but we did get the count and a student count.
Okay.
And I had to call OPI and talk to them, and luckily they won't take the student count away from us.
Okay.
So overall, I'd say it's a win-win.
Any other public comment? Board comment? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, motion carried.
Yep. Okay, so now I gotta explain. I made a mistake. And the reason I brought it to the board is because it was a expenditure on the ESSER 3, which we had to have spent by September 30th. And we did have it spent by September 30th. We ordered Chromebooks with Dell, and I didn't realize that they hadn't gone on the credit card. Dell sent us an invoice. So I had to cancel a credit card check that I'd held on to, and I had to write 2 checks. And so that's why I'm having it approved, because it looks like I wrote checks after September, which I did, but they were 2 checks that were replacing 1 check. And I actually talked to the auditor today, and he's aware of it, and he said it wouldn't be a problem. But I just wanted the board to approve the minutes, because the auditors look every month at the check numbers to make sure that I had the authority to write those checks. And so I had to change the check numbers on the front page, so just wondered if you guys would approve this for me, so I'm backed up one more other way. And so I did include the September changes, and if you can reapprove that, I'll put it in as an amendment.
Do I have a motion to approve the amended September 14, 2024 minutes? Let's go back to 2004.
I'll make a motion.
Billy?
Mhm.
Right, Billy first, do I have a second?
Second?
Scott, second?
Mm-hmm.
All right, public comment? Board comment? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, Superintendent update.
Okay. I'm still working on information received from the special meeting that we had. I have talked with several students and parents and still have a couple of other parent-student meetings that I need to do this week. The BLT did a voice survey with the 7th through 12th grade. We'll be using that information and other information that we've received for the staff PIR day on November 22nd. And with some other information that I'm trying to get, I'll be reaching out to some other organizations, right, PTSO for sure, on some additional presentations for parents and students. In your packet also is a letter to parents and guardians. This was given to parents at parent-teacher conferences, parents that didn't attend conferences. The letters will be mailed out to them. And it's basically a reminder that parents need to supervise their children at extracurricular events. This includes pre-K through 8th grade students. And it's basically a precaution to ensure the safety and well-being of all students and help us maintain a safe and enjoyable environment for all. So we're getting these back and we'll keep copies of all of those. We were able to have a pizza party for 33 students that were on the first quarter honor roll, which was wonderful. I'm starting teacher evaluations. I hope to start those 2 weeks ago, but I'm just getting started on them now. So I'm in and out of the office and out in the classroom where I'd rather be. The staff would like to thank the PTSO for dinner at the parent-teacher conferences. It was wonderful. And then we have accreditation, the graduation profile. The graduation profile is part of our accreditation process that OPI has now moved to. And it's a piece of the part. And the question I was asked is how long this process is going to be. It was when they started it last year, it's a 5-year process to get all these pieces and parts together for them to determine our accreditation level. The school last year did the first parts of it and started on the graduation profile, which is due this year, along with several other pieces of accreditation. And we had a committee of 8 people that sat together and looked at the information, and a graduation profile and a read from OPI typically represents a school or a district's vision for the skills, character, traits, and social, emotional competencies that students will need to be successful in their adult life. So what we did was we looked at different attributes that we wanted our students to be able to do when they leave our facility. And we came up with 6 key attributes, and then we put the skills below them. And Laura, our graphic design artist, was home with the sick child, and we were sending her information, and we got a final profile that really nice and colorful and short, concise. And the best part about it is it fits right in the mission statement that is in all of the student handbooks and school handbook. The mission of Lincoln Public Schools is to provide educational opportunities and assist all students in developing the knowledge, skills, and attitudes necessary to become lifelong learners and responsible citizens in a changing society. So with this, we're required to do by OPI is allow all the stakeholders in our district an opportunity to look at what we want our graduates to look like when they leave our facility. And we met with the teachers group, and we showed them. It comes to the board, it will go on the website, and we'll put posters up and a couple of other things. We'll put it in the newsletter so that we can let the community know. I'm trying to think where else we talked about putting it. Did I cover about all of those areas? Okay. And so with that, would satisfy that part of the graduation profile for the accreditation process. And it is a living document like all other documents within the school, can be updated and changed as we move forward.
Was there something with this that was, for the community or parents to do some sort of questionnaire?
There was a survey that you had come up with originally when Jen started all of it. And we developed that survey, but I don't know that it ever.
Okay. Is that a requirement of this?
It's a requirement that we let the community know.
Okay, so that we don't necessarily need a questionnaire.
No.
I thought somebody said they sent it out, but they didn't get no feedback.
I think they developed it last year.
Yeah, I don't
I
think.
know
it
we
got sent
started
out.
it, but we didn't yet.
And then ran out of time. And then as things were rolling out at OPI, it's due in November. So,
Of course.
so we had a couple of meetings and threw around a lot of ideas, and it's actually a very fun committee to work with.
Looks very nice. Any questions? Thank you. Kathy and the committee. All right, old business. So this is a discussion regarding the public comment from the board meeting that happened on 10/21. For anyone who was not there, there was a public comment that was made regarding the incident that happened with the school when the gun was found underneath the bleachers and how it was handled. There was comment made that there was a decision made by a singular party that should have required the full board. I did pull up the policies just so everybody is aware. Anytime that the board needs to be involved, must be dealing with students or faculty, not with somebody who is not a student. So specifically, under the conduct on school property, the one on firearms and weapons, it's specifically to a person who is not enrolled in, or not enrolled student or district employee shall not possess any firearms or other non-firearm weapons in the school building at any time. And it says the district administrators are authorized to make appropriate action as circumstances warrant to enforce this section of policy, including but not limited to requesting the assistance of law enforcement in accordance with Montana law. So the school board does not need to have any involvement in anything that does not require, or that does not involve a student or a teacher. So the school handled everything appropriately. No school board member made any decision without the rest of the school. So we just did want to make everybody aware that everything was handled appropriately as far as that is concerned. Any comments? Questions? All right. Last item. Snow bid removal, you guys all had a chance to look at that? Under it all. All right. So we only have one bid from Precision Enterprise. Looks similar to last year, I'm assuming, no increase. So, pick up with plow, 75 an hour, skid steer, 75 an hour, backhoe, 100 an hour, dump truck, 12 yards, 100 an hour. All equipment has a 1 hour minimum charge. So, any discussion on that before we move into a motion? All right, do I have a motion to approve Precision Enterprise for the snow removal bid?
Make a motion.
24, 25, 40. Really need a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Scott, second. Public comment? Board comment? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Alright, motion carried. Any need for executive session? No? Alright, now I just need a motion to adjourn the meeting at 7:33. Look at that.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Alright, Scott, first motion, do I have a second? Julie seconds. Public comment? Board comment? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Alright, motion carried. Right, meeting adjourned. Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Thank you for joining us for our date night.